doing a lot more of the hands-on type things with Americans for Equal Shared Parenting. So, Josh, good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Mark. Good to see you.
And the reason I really wanted to get you on here is you did something that, to my knowledge, no other state in the country has done, and that's get the Equal Shared Parenting on the Republican platform. For a lot of you that don't know, that's how a lot of legislation gets passed, is you get an entire party of a state to commit to something, and now you've got a lot of leverage with leaders, at least in that party, by saying, hey, that's part of your party platform. So, Josh, you were one of the biggest leaders that helped get that through. Can you go ahead and explain to people what you were able to do there and how you were able to get that done?
Yes, and look, I can't take any credit for this, really. This was a group effort, and Rustin Wright was the guy that said, hey, let's try this out. And we all jumped on board, and we went to the Republican convention here in Texas, and we've been going every 2 years we meet. So we've been doing that every single year. We've set up a booth, but that was really instrumental in really raising the level on awareness for the Texas legislature. And yeah, we added it to a platform that's real grassroots. I mean, it starts out all across Texas at our primary level. We have our precinct convention, then it goes to a district convention or a Senate district convention, and then we all meet together as a Republican party. And look, we have committees. We speak to people about this, and then there's a vote that's taken at the very end at the convention. Look, we have the largest convention in the world of freely elected delegates. So I'm pretty excited about that here in Texas. We have great grassroots people that are working on equal parenting, but this was a team effort. And I'm going to tell you, every person that comes to that convention plays a critical role in making sure it stays on the platform, sharing more information with legislators to the movers and shakers in our party. There are some really instrumental people that move legislation in Texas that are not necessarily legislators.
And so, of all the states in the country, Texas has the most leaders, and we could have almost done 6 hours just with the leaders. And I hate to mention names because I leave people out, but I know Stuart McMullen down there, as you mentioned, Rustin Wright. Robert Garza has been very good at custodial interference. Jeff Morgan has been really good at raising awareness on grandparents' rights. So like I said, I hate to mention names because I leave people out. I don't mean to, but you got some great leaders down there. I loved every time I've come down. My favorite part of going to Texas is to get a Whataburger. But aside from that, it's just neat to see when I go to the Capitol with you guys are all known. I mean, as we're walking to legislators' offices, people are saying hi to you. They know who you are. That's how we get legislation done, is those relationships that you guys have done a great job with.
Yes, and look, this takes a long time to get legislation passed. Texas is a very tough state. We are going to be one of the tougher states, but we're making progress. Some states, they get a bill out there, a couple of years later, they get it passed. It is really difficult. We're up against a lot of lobbyists. Garza did a tremendous job. Look, the thing that I want to encourage people to do is realize this is not a one-shot type of legislation. And it takes years sometimes, especially in some of these tougher states. We have been moving the ball down the field, but it takes a lot of time, and you have to develop relationships with legislators. This is not something you can just ram through and expect it to happen. It takes a while. We've met legislators that had no idea what was even going on, and we've got them on board, and we've teamed up with them. But there's so many people that have put so much time and effort. And look, if you're watching this tonight, Mark, you're doing a fantastic job nationally, moving with this movement. People, this takes effort. Mark needs donations, and we all do this on our own free time. But man, if you guys can help out with Mark on this type of thing here, to send him a donation there for AFESP.com. We need that. When you're taking days off work, and all of us have done this here in Texas, it's our own time. It's self-sacrificing. Sometimes we get a lot of criticism. Hey, we want you guys to do something different. We want you to do something more. Why is it taking so long? There's a lot of self-sacrifice involved. And Mark, you've been doing a fantastic job. I know it was your birthday yesterday. I just want to personally thank you for all the time and effort and self-sacrifice. We could all be doing different things with our time. And you're one of the guys, and so many guys in Texas too. If you know a group of people, especially Mark, send them 10, 20, $50 if you can do that. Set up a monthly donation, because those things are making this legislation happen in all 50 states. And I'm so thankful for you, Mark. You've kept on. A lot of people drop out. You've been doing this just really self-sacrificially, be able to march this down there.
Well, it's good to have you on. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I feel very confident being able to have you take more of the reins of AFESP. Somebody, I just have just a phenomenal amount of respect. I've known you for years, seen the type of person you are behind the scenes. You went through a battle that's even worse than mine. You were the one that I called last night. A lot of people think, boy, Mark's always positive. I'll just let you know, guys, yesterday was the second worst birthday I've had in my life. And I don't go into my personal custody situation, but yesterday was a tough day. And I broke down. I called Josh last night. I think it was like 11 o'clock at night or something. But it's neat to have a brother in the community that you can call if you need to, that you can sort of lean on his shoulder, and he knows what I've been through. And so I appreciate you very much for taking that call for me last night, Josh.
All right. No problem. Look, we've all been through this here. We're a team. And I think people also need to know, if you need to reach out to somebody, I know we all work in legislative stuff, but you can also call us to talk to us. I know I put my phone number up on my Facebook page from time to time, and I get calls and stuff, and we're all there for each other. This isn't just about getting legislation together. We're also a support network, and we've all been through it. So,
well, thanks so much. I appreciate you, Josh. Good to have you on.
All right. Good to see you, Mark.